Hey folks, a little bit of a different video today. It is an unboxing video, and this is from Nick Mayer Artwork. I think artwork is something that I've seen a lot of really good anglers have artistic expression of their adventures, and Nick Mayer certainly is no exception to that. He has a bunch of different species that he does artwork of, and thought I should have the smallmouth that he did. Real pretty. We're going to look here in a second at some of the artwork that I've done over the years that have been, you know, fishing adventure inspired, if you will. I have three canvases here next to me, two of which I did, one of which was done by Jedediah Plunkett. But let's take a look at Nick's smallmouth here first. Beautiful underwater. Looks like he's closing in on a fly of some sort. And he's diving through that coontail. Very cool. Definitely check out Nick's social. I'll go ahead and tag a bunch of them. I guess he's a fan of my content, and he reached out and actually provided a discount code. So definitely check out his stuff. The three that I'm going to show you here, I'm actually going to start with this one. Here's a redfish that I did, and this was inspired by a trip that I had on the Gulf Coast of Louisiana. Really smashed a lot of these good, I don't want to say bull reds, but these were, you know, we caught a lot between 25 and 30 inches. With Dwayne Wally. There's a video. You definitely want to go check out the redfish playlist and find that. We were fishing with gold spoons, and you could see he's about to eat that gold spoon there. I came back from that trip with Dwayne, and it was just searing in my brain what a fun trip that was. And you know, from time to time I will paint. I'm creative, you know, beyond the tackle crafting, and that is a creative expression. I do have an Al Agnew print as well, and certainly he's one of our best wildlife artists that we have nationwide, and he does tackle craft too. I actually have two of his hand carved plugs for catching river smallmouth. This next one is a smallmouth, and this was done by my friend Jedediah Plunkett. Looks like it was back in 2012. He dated it there to Jeff from Jedediah. I love this one. Very creative. I actually have some of his artwork on my body because he was a tattoo artist, but this canvas kind of wraps around, kind of gives it a little bit of a 3D. Very cool. Love this one. And Jedediah Plunkett is an amazing artist and angler, and I think there's a commonality there where if you have that ability to focus on artwork or whatever creative endeavor, you're able to focus better on your presentation. Another excellent example of that, Mr. Jody Queen, who I've fished with quite a bit over the years, and really enjoy seeing his artwork. He's always had his hand in the creative. He's just a very creative man. So this last one is a striped bass that I caught in the Chesapeake Bay. It was aboard Sean Kimbrough's boat, a Judge. I think it was a 28 footer, and we were we were at the Rips. If you're local in Maryland, you know what I mean. Go out there in the winter, threw a 2-ounce jig, and in my case it was an 11-inch hand poured kind of eel looking thing. You can kind of see it there dangling, and this one was my personal best at the time. Certainly one of the heavier fish that I've caught over the years, and I've bested it since then. I can't remember its actual length. It was probably 47.5, 48, somewhere in that range. So, but that certainly was a fun adventure that I felt, yep, I want to commemorate that sort of adventure with some artwork. So, anyhow, definitely check out Nick's website and the different artwork. Maybe you'll find something that you really enjoy and think you'd like to have in your home. So that's it for the artwork. Let's walk out and look at my preparation for my next adventure. Heading to Alabama to fish with Chad, and then back out to Idaho and maybe some sturgeon fishing, for sure some smallmouth fishing on Dvorak. Let's go take a look. So the new work truck has me back into an 8-foot bed. I like having all that room, and I've taken the rooftop tent, the gearboxes, the rod tube, and this way of keeping a kayak there. But I also have this open again, so I can put the kayak there, which I'm going to need to do. Here's my F-150. We'll come back to that. I'm going to need to be able to transport the Pro Angler that has the forward-facing sonar and the 360 mount. And the all-in definitely belongs on a trailer. This is not my trailer. I'm dropping this off to Chad Hoover. This is his. If you watched the last video, this Snake River manufacturing trailer. Went over that in detail with Steve Carroll, but this one I don't get to hold on to, but mine is being built. It's going to be similar to this. There'll be more on that later, but I'm happy to be working for a company that makes the best of something again. I definitely I've been fortunate that I've had jobs that I'm selling a product I really don't have to apologize for, and Snake River Manufacturing is definitely that. So a lot of what I'm doing here recently is driving around and showing off the trailer and setting up a dealer network, but I will fish along the way, and I've kind of overhauled my liquid box here. I actually emptied it all the way out. I have 2 of these, and I always keep one that's empty, and I clean it, and then as the seasons change, I'll select certain things and move it to the other one, and then clean this one. So that seasonal switching back and forth has been important. Got a plug knocker there. I use them as my zipper grabs, but I condensed my sort of everything box, everything terminal tackle and jig. I got my finesse jigs here. I got some heavier jigs there, blade baits. These hooks that I make for the 4, 5, and 7-inch scented jerk shad, I'm going to be using these out on Dvorak with, if you watched me last year, with these. Just, I think they call it strolling. Yeah, find the fish on forward-facing sonar, and you just kind of just slowly bring it back to the boat. Anyhow, I've just reorganized, condensed, and if you don't do this seasonally, you will always be carrying way too much and stuff that maybe worked, you know, in the last season, not the current one. So I have made a box just specifically for these bigger, you know, we got some Nessie in there, we got some Z-Man Mulletron, you know, some other baits that are big. And there are times where that sort of glide or the wiggling of the tail works better than the scented jerk shad, but it's not very often. But I'm carrying a box that just has that. It's more of a commitment. Got all the different bladed jigs organized: white, green, black. Heavy on this side, light. Well, I think I have some ounce and a quarter here down to 3/8. And then I do have some of these. I need to get more of these. Stealth blade. They're good in the spring when you go from 2 days ago they were going after the jackhammer, but it became bluebird skies, high pressure. That stealth blade does well. Got all my craw cranks lined up here. I'm not even going to pull them out. Couple lipless crankbaits. Still got a lot of jerk baits here, and then some shad wraps. Gonna fish some shad wraps out on Dvorak. Mostly troll with them. Deep stuff. Did throw a couple buzz baits. I am going to be in Alabama, and, you know, topwater may be in play. Got a couple choppos in there, and then an assortment of spinner baits. And I still have to go through and organize all my soft plastics. This is a little box I made with, you know, just these, you know, flipping hooks, some of these skirted punch weights that I've tied things to. I just bought, everything here is tungsten. But yeah, this little box came after my failure to connect meaningfully with a number of fish on the Wisconsin River, and I came back to Virginia. I'm like, let me fix this, and that box is part of the fix. But you know, it's a lot of organizing. I got a couple reels that I'm just going to carry as reels, and then I'll get all these rods. Some of these don't have reels on them. I think I have 3 without and 4 with, so I should be able to fit it here. But look at all that space. The truck is a Dodge Ram. It's a diesel, 3500 Laredo. Yeah. So I do have the roof, put that on yesterday, put the rooftop tent and the gearboxes, and have some room here for coolers and such. And I have ordered a diesel heater, which I gotta do pipes and whatnot, like the I want to say exhaust pipe, you know, like the dryer vent kind of pipe, to go from the heater that's going to run here in this area and pipe in that hot air to me up there. So I'm going to camp out of this a little bit more. I did a good bit of it last year, but one of the things I was missing that I think I'll appreciate more is having things heated when I'm up there. I did okay. I had a couple nights where I was like, yeah, we should have some heat in here. The other is water. Haven't figured out the shower thing, but that's coming. Anyhow, that's my update. Like I said, I go to Alabama, fish Gunnersville with Chad sometime next week. Later, actually tomorrow, I'm running up into New England visiting dealers. I have 3 different dealers to visit there. I think I've visited 12 so far. And everyone loves the trailer, and we will be expanding and creating a dealer network. Yeah, it's a fun adventure. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See ya.